State your name.
Hey, I'm Ricky Trotter. How you doing?
Right on, man. Where you from?
I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Okay. What brings you out here to Vegas?
I came out here based on a dream that God gave me, that I had a dream when I was living in my apartment, that I had 2 brand new suitcases on my front door, and I knew God was getting ready to move me. And after that, I moved to LA for a year to pursue my boxing career.
Okay.
But before I went into the boxing, God gave me a dream 6 months before the drug-free national started, and I started to prepare myself. And within 3 months, I won a regional meet. And from the regional meet, I went to the drug-free nationals in Oklahoma City and set a world record.
Let people know what that is, for those who don't know.
The drug-free meet in Oklahoma City it's a national, and you have to be completely drug-free, and you have to qualify by winning a state meet.
Boxing?
No, this is powerlifting.
Okay, powerlifting. Gotcha.
Powerlifting. So during that time, I was able to get my squats and lifts up over to 600 pounds, and then from 600 to 700, from 700 to 800. And then by the time I got to the drug-free nationals, I was putting up 800 pounds.
That's
and at
crazy.
the drug-free nationals, the record was only 700. I did like 740. So they didn't give me my last attempt. But I had 800 pounds in me. I already had it. It was all good.
That's what's up.
It was all good, yeah.
So, I mean, you talked about that you had the God gave you dreams.
Yeah.
Gives you dreams and stuff
Yeah, he
like
gives
that?
me dreams and visions, and based on the dreams and visions that he places in my spirit, I pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
And from that pursuit, God gave me the strength and the grace to climb that mountain. And at the top of the mountain was the victory.
Was God always big in your life growing up? Like
Since I was 21. I accepted Christ when I was 21.
Okay. And before that, were you
I was
active in
kind
church
of.
at all?
I went to church. Grew up in a black culture, and we went to church, Methodist church. But it was still a void there because I never gave my heart to Christ.
Right.
But when the gentleman presented the gospel to me, he asked me a question, and I want to ask all you guys a question out there.
What was that?
If you was to die, where would you go? And I admitted that it was something wrong. I wasn't a murderer, I wasn't a rapist, but I knew something was missing out of my life.
Uh-huh.
And when he told me that Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose from the dead and paid the penalty for my sins, then I knew that if I could ask Jesus Christ into my life, that I would be forgiven for all of my sins, and that's what I did. That day, it was a summer night in June, that I asked Jesus to forgive me of my sins and to come into my heart. And when he did that, it felt like 1,000 pounds left my shoulders. And from that point on, God began to give me dreams. Yeah, yeah. One weight left and another weight came on. So I accepted Jesus Christ, and the rest is history. So I'm still pursuing the dreams and the visions and living for Jesus.
What was your life like before you gave your life to Christ?
Oh, street life.
Yeah.
Yeah, working, making money, hustling, out in the world, and you know what's out in the world,
Yeah.
without God. Whatever's
goes,
out
yeah,
there,
whatever.
it goes.
Yeah.
But it was a void. So,
And like when he asked you that question, it obviously resonated in your soul, something what
Yeah.
was that feeling? What was
Well,
that feeling like?
God had been working on my soul for a year previously. I had begun to stay up all night smoking pot and ask myself the big question, why?
Right.
Why am I here? What am I here for?
Right.
What's my destiny? And when I started to think about that, I started to look at all different religions, the Muslims, the Buddhism, all of it. And none of it didn't register to me. But when they explained,
They wrong. Yo, me, I would have been something.
We don't know.
yeah, well, we got visitors out here.
Stop lying, you ugly. Ooh, you.
No, he is recording. Y'all, that's disrespectful.
I don't care.
Street life.
That's all right.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen,
It's kind of
street
like, that's a
life.
good example, though.
Yeah, they out here in the streets. So after a guy explained the gospel to me, I accepted Jesus. I knew Jesus had paid the price, and I felt a peace about it in my heart.
Well, where you had left off, you were saying that you were kind of exploring different religions
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that, and nothing
Yeah,
really.
well,
felt
back
right.
in the late 70s, mid 70s, Muslims, everything was up for grabs. But nothing never did register, and I didn't choose anything. I just was still answering the questions, why? And I got no answers, So, but God was still working on my heart. And once he started to work on my heart, and then when this friend of mine presented it to me with the gospel, then I knew I had it. And so I accepted Jesus, and it's been great. It hasn't been void of trials and tribulations and problems, but
it's not always easy. But
it's not always easy. And he said it wouldn't be easy, but he said he would never leave you or forsake you.
And what is your life like now?
It's great. It's great. I feel the end coming to what God showed me, that the vision that he's called me to, I plan on being the heavyweight champion of the world in boxing, and that's going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks for sharing, man. We'd like to see that happen.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
You just keep smiling. It is going to happen.
Right on.
All right. God bless you.